The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Before this episode of the Reckless Roller starts, I'd like to take a minute to shed a light on Black Lives Matter and the protests going on worldwide right now. I'd like to ask everyone to please go to blacklivesmatter.card.co. That's card with 2 R's. Over there are a lot of resources, tips for protesters, places that you can text or call to give your thoughts to government officials on this, places to donate, petitions to sign. And I ask that anyone who is capable of donating or doing any of that does that. This is a very, very important fight that needs as much support as it possibly can. I don't want to take any more of your time before the episode starts, so I hope you all enjoy the episode. And thank you for listening.
Hey there, it's your boy Scott, just popping in with a quick note before the episode. So, the audio in this is a little choppy, and well, on my end, at least. It's mostly just microphone positioning and all of that. Since then, I've more or less fixed that issue, and I've cleaned up the audio in this as best I could, and will continue to do so. But for now, just I think at this point it's still understandable, still audible, and if it winds up not being up to par with the quality that you've been expecting with these episodes as of late, I apologize. That said, I'm going to go on ahead and hop off here. Let y'all enjoy this episode. Alright, so, hello to anyone listening to this. Welcome to the Reckless Rollers. Pokemix campaign. I'm Scott. I said that as if it's a question, but I am Scott. I'm the guy running this. People call me the DM, but I don't really care for that too much. So yeah. And with me is...
It's me, Mars Rover, and I play as Paxon. And then there's this other person.
It's Argo.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Welcome to the show. We're going to have some fun. It's me, Argo. I play Wannabe. He's an old boomer, but hey, he's okay, I guess. Now let's get on with the show.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Steph is unavailable to join us currently. She may or may not hop in, but if she doesn't, we'll try and have her hop in next session. It's unfortunate, but she's got some stuff going on. So, when you guys are hearing this, it'll be delayed, but feel free to give her words of encouragement. I'm not saying exactly what's going on with her, but feel free to send energy to her and stuff.
If you don't, I'll kick you and I'll kick your ass.
You heard it here. Argo will kick butts for anyone who doesn't encourage stuff. So, last time, what did we do?
Let's
We
see.
went into a cave. We saw a new abnormal type Togepi that was getting eaten by a Larvitar and a Gibble that were apparently in a.
You
in a
didn't see
feud.
it at first. You tripped over it twice.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
shut up.
It was more like we ran into it.
Hey,
And
fate
and
works in
then
mysterious ways.
and then the Gibble, then the Gibble showed up, and then a
Mhm.
Larvitar, and then
And they were having a friggin' Iron Man Captain America Civil War situation.
over who gets to eat the Togepi. Whereas I have, I've actually used the Rock type Togepi in a one shot that I didn't record, and I just kept calling it the Stonepi. Yeah, so they were fighting over the Stonepi.
Okay.
What Pokemon did you use to fight against it? This might have effects.
Let me get back to my team.
There was someone with an ice move.
I think you used
It was Bort and Giraffrig.
Bort and Giraffrig, and Paxon, you used your Shroomish herb, right?
Yeah, Herb.
Yeah, the hottest rapper this side of Johto. Or
True.
wait, no, he's just a drug dealer.
He's just drugs. That's all he is.
He's just a drug dealer with some dang 420 paraphernalia tattooed on him instead of the spots.
He's got a little pot leaves on him.
He's a little dang.
He's hip.
And after this, he might wind up getting a teardrop tattoo. I'm pretty sure he straight up murdered something.
Oh, wait, did he?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'll find out when I edit the next episode. And then after you beat it, you started making your way further down the cave. You were rushing because you saw a Tyranitar basically get suplexed by a Garchomp. And then you heard a scream. And I'm not sure if I said it was Katri's scream, but you heard a scream. Whether or not it's Katri, you're not completely sure, but it may or may not have sounded familiar.
Yeah, which is not good.
And we called it there, so we'll just pick it back up essentially immediately after that.
Yeah, shoot, we gotta run in with the freaking Garchomp and the Tyranitar.
I've got a little bit of an opening scene for it. It involves Katri, but it's not going to require her speaking, so...
Oh.
So, the screen fades in a surprisingly well-lit room. Who knows where in the cave? The walls are covered in what appears to be like rocks of a crystalline nature. And there's a pond that has a lot of what appears to be bioluminescence inside of it. It's a glowing pond. And next to this pond is a female body laying down unconscious. As a side note, the body does not have a bag with it. And there's a ball of mist just floats up over the pond and slowly starts to hover towards this body. And then the screen fades back to Wannabe and Paxon. You just got to the exit of the Mount Mortar cave, but further in the cave you heard a little bit of a you heard a scream, and it kind of brought your attention. Just so you know, the scream is not coming from the same direction as the Garchomp and Tyranitar that are wrestling.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're fighting like a little closer to where you guys are, in relation to where the scream is. So like they're closer to the exit that you're near, and the scream is coming from like the other side of the cave. Somehow.
Oh.
So, what do you do?
What's that, Katri?
I don't like the sound of it.
Me neither.
We should go back there.
Yeah. Togepi? Huh. Well. But yeah, I'm just going to Togepi. I'm going to put you in the bag, okay?
Oh no. Another Pokemon to escape from a bag. You gonna stuff a rock in your bag?
So, you're putting the Togepi in your bag?
Yep. I'm going to ask if it's okay first. But then I am, if it's okay.
The Togepi doesn't really say anything. It just... like, you get the sense that it's alright with it, but it's also back to pretending it's a rock.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Your name's Spock, okay?
It doesn't really respond. It's just curled up in a ball, basically. Well, even
Well,
more of a ball.
Well, work on a better name.
Very clever. Alright,
How about Dwayne?
Wayne.
Oh god. I mean, go for it. But it doesn't respond. It's just pretending it's a rock.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I guess we're going to go back in, right, Paxon?
Yeah, I think the scream will have alerted Issa's attention, and she's probably already running in there.
Alright, so
Now we must chase.
if you want to do this from Issa's perspective, we can.
Yo! I'd be down.
Pokeplay?
I mean, it could be a Pokeplay type session if you want it to be, but it'll be like a mixed one.
The Pokemix!
Yeah, sure.
Sure, Board. You know what? Board needs some personality. Board's going to go fall behind Issa.
We haven't had a Pokemon.
Wait. He said the thing. Roll credits.
Yeah! Alright, play the end music.
So yeah, I guess we'll do some of this from Issa and Bort's perspective then.
Okay.
And
impromptu Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Alright, so I guess we'll just zoom down to Issa, and we'll say that Bort just hopped off of shoot, what was your Girafaring's name?
Girafarig. It doesn't have a name yet.
Okay. So Bort jumps off of Race Car's head.
Huh.
Get it? Because it's also palindrome.
Greg.
So Bort jumps off of the giraffe rig's head and starts hopping after Issa, I guess. And we'll just have Paxon and Wannabe just following behind. And for clarity's sake, we'll say that Peach the Slowpoke is we'll say that Bond's carrying Peach.
Yeah,
Piggyback ride style, because he can no longer run Daisy.
I can feel that.
Daisy would get crushed.
Poor Daisy.
So, the group of you make your way further in the cave. You aren't really following a singular path the entire time. It just kind of like you were essentially just following the path that seemed best, but you see a couple offshoots, and I guess Issa, you can roll your perception, and for that we'll just use the perception in your character sheet. So I believe Issa has 3d6 perception, so we'll just roll that.
Yeah, she's got 2 plus 1. Issa
So
does.
2d6 plus 1. I'm meaning like the Pokemon character sheets, just so you know. And I so like the focus, perception, all that stuff. We'll just use those for this because it's a little impromptu, and I don't want you guys to get super confused along with me.
Okay.
So yeah, go on ahead, roll Issa's perception.
Alright, Pokeplay time.
Yeehaw!
13!
Holy shit!
Oh, I got a 5 and a 6 with the plus 2 is 13.
Alright, so yeah, that's dope. So Issa, you notice a slightly smaller path. Like, not small enough so that you can't really squeeze through it, but it's more one that doesn't have too much traffic going on. And with your perception, we'll say that you do notice that people have gone, or someone has gone down that path just recently.
Alright, I got Bort's personality ready.
We're gonna head right down that way.
All right, and we'll just say that the entire time, your trainers are just following behind you, talking about idle things. Just, oh, how are you doing?
Yeah, that's accurate.
And you keep following down that path, and you notice you're on the other side of that little sinkhole that those Guybol and the Larvitar were coming out of. And you can kind of hear movement down there, just a little bit of thrashing and stuff. But not too much. They seem to be a little riled up from the fight still, but
Okay.
I see.
they're not, like, actively hunting you yet.
As this is going on, Bort looks over towards them and he says to Issa, "Issa, it seems like they're still distracted. This is very good. We can sneak right into them."
Are you making Bort basically Orochimaru?
No, damn! I was trying to go for Solid Snake, Colonel.
Colonel Issa, come on.
No,
Yeah.
When you
Poke gear.
get this out of the recording. But every time when he does something like with Colonel, he's just going to send signals to Raikou. Just be like, Colonel.
So the Raiku's name is now Colonel?
He just calls him Colonel.
Alright.
It's his role model, okay?
So, Liquid Board.
Liquid board. Oh, that's a product I'd buy into.
So pretty much what you see is, so while this is going on, you just board sending electric signals towards Raikou saying, Colonel, it seems we've entered back into the cave in the search for the person who won't catch me. We'll keep you updated.
Who are you talking to?
Colonel, don't you know who that is?
You're basically captain's logging it.
Alright.
It's Raikou. That's who I'm talking to.
Bort, you don't get a response. You haven't really gotten a response since you entered the cave.
It seems the cave has blocked me talking to Colonel. It's very bad. It looks like we're stuck together, Issa.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You hear loud thumping coming from, we'll say you're right, and you notice that the two large kaiju basically are still fighting very aggressively. Like, you see the Tyranitar just straight up punch the Garchomp in the face. And then the Garchomp tries to go in for another suplex, but then just sweeps the leg with its tail.
Oh my god.
They're fucking kung fu fighting.
Everyone was kung fu
for whoever screamed.
Issa, I don't think it's a good idea to be over here. We should probably move back.
Oh no, it's further on down the cave, but you can still see it.
Oh.
Like, the cave's not too dark for that. You can kind of see what's going on.
Okay.
Keep quiet or they'll hear you.
Okay, at that, Jesus going to send electric signals into Issa's head saying, okay.
You know you could... Whatever. Let's go.
So you go a little further in, and you notice a fairly medium-sized hole in the ground, directly in front of what appears to be a cliffside, and at the top of the cliffside is I'm gonna have both of you roll perception for this.
Ooh, both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
Dang it.
Let me get his board's character sheet.
And my total is 7. I got a 1 and a 4 plus 2.
Okay.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. How do you roll the dice on here again?
I believe it's exclamation point R. I have it.
Wait, I think I got it. I got a 7 too.
Okay. So you both see something glinting above there. Something round, fairly oblong shaped, but that's about all you see. It looks like something that a certain person that you are familiar with would probably try and acquire. And we'll say that right next to the hole, you see what appears to be ripped fabric from the bag. Well,
Boyd goes to pick up the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So it's ripped fabric. It looks like it's leather or pleather or whatever material the Pokemon world would use for a fashionable bag.
Issa, look at this. Is this Katri's bag color?
She must be over this way.
You do confirm that it is Katri's bag's color.
We should bring this back to the boss. What boss is?
We'll say at that moment, you, since Wannabe, Paxon, and the rest of Wannabe's Pokemon were essentially right behind you, we'll say Wannabe does notice Bort picked something up. And, I mean, you can roleplay that part out if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
roleplay with yourself.
Hey, boy, can you let me? Hey, boy, can you let me see that? And while Wannabe just hears, bored, Issa hears, sure thing, boss.
I wouldn't want to be able to understand too. He talks to Pokemon.
Yeah, but Boyd's quirky like that, okay? Give
Yeah,
me something.
for some reason, he doesn't have as deep a connection with Bort, so all he really hears is Bort, 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 Bort.
I just
More
imagine he's just talking, instead of talking through Pokemon language, he's using basically he's basically talking through signals to the mind, like electric signals. So when he does say Boyd, his signals are saying, okay, Colonel. Colonel. And yeah, he hands it. And Boyd hands him the piece of the bag.
Wait, I thought the Raikou was the Colonel.
Everyone is Colonel to him.
Anyone who's a superior to him is a colonel.
There's no generals. There's no
lieutenant.
president.
Only colonel.
Alright, so, yeah, Wannabe, you now acquire scrap of Katri's bag. If you want to put that in your inventory, you're welcome to.
That's not good. I show that to Paxon.
Oh no.
We'll have the trainers roll perception too.
Ooh, trainer perception.
Why not?
Alright, yeah, Paxton's got a bit better noticeability power.
8.
12.
12?
Yeah.
And an 8. Alright, so Paxon, you actually do notice what's at the top of this little cliff. It's just barely taller than you and Wannabe are. So the reason why Bort and Issa weren't able to see it was because they're like a foot tall.
They're not big, Joe. They're not big. They are
So-
baby.
Paxon, you see a nest of eggs, and one of them appears to be crystalline. Like, it looks like it's just a large crystal rock. The rest of them are green with a black diamond
Hmm.
in the center of it. The crystal one is shining blue with a red diamond in the middle of it.
Oh my.
Wannabe's going to use his Pokedex on those. See if it's a Pokemon.
So you do, and it says egg, question mark, question mark, question mark. It's making slight movements. It may take a little while longer before it hatches.
Gosh dang it, Katri.
Katri wanted that egg.
Oh, there's a stolen egg.
I mean, it's how she got her Goonie.
Oh, true.
Katri's
So-
trying to take...
Do either of you make any attempts to grab any of the eggs?
Let them be. I do not want to disturb the mother.
No, we're not here to be robberies.
All right. And with the 12 and the 8 that you both rolled for perception, we'll say that you also notice a trail of empty Pokeballs leading a little further down the path. One of them is a Premier Ball with a smiley face on it.
Oh no.
Which, if you recall, is one that Katri tried to use on the Rowlet.
Oh boy.
Was she trying to catch these Pokemon? Was she trying to catch a Pokemon and that deep into the cave?
Who knows?
If anything, she probably caught the mom. Try to caught the mom of this group.
So do you follow? Do you follow picking up the Pokeballs?
I'll pick them up.
All right. So we'll say that you're waiting, or while you're following after Bort and Issa. And we'll go zoom back into Bort and Issa's perspective. So you followed the trail, making sure not to touch the Pokeballs so you don't get zapped into them.
Fair enough.
And you notice a little further down the path, you see a couple of what appear to be just regular rocks, but they have these big, beefy arms. They're not really at their sides. They're basically doing handstands with them. Because in this world, Geodudes don't fucking float. They run on their hands.
Which makes sense.
Which is creepy as hell to realize or to see, but
no,
it feels more realistic.
I don't like it.
It's realistic.
They're running on their hands. They are running on their hands, and you can't stop me from saying that.
Oh,
I'm okay with this.
I'd rather they like close their mouth and eyes and then just like roll around like an.
There's also a Sandshrew just kind of curled up in a ball. It looks like it's trying to sleep, but there's a lot of noise going on, so it's just getting irritable and cranky, and you hear, "Can you pipe that shit out?"
Bort's going to walk up to the scene.
The Sandshrew is apparently an old man.
A little baby old man.
Okay, so this one's Bort's going like towards Issa. Issa.
What now?
If I'm abnormal type, it might not be the best for me to talk to them, or they might become abnormal type too. You should be the negotiator of the situation. Ask if they've seen Katri.
Wait, is this an established rule that talking to someone makes them abnormal type?
He doesn't want to touch them.
It's fighting them.
Find them. He doesn't want to make sure that happens.
Then just don't fight them.
Fair enough. But then Bort kind of hops over there. Hello there, fellow dwellers of the cave. Actually, I'm not a dweller here. Never mind what I said. But hi.
What are you? Are you talking to the Geodudes or the Sandshrew?
I'm talking to the Sandshrew. He seems more talkative.
Sandshrew looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
We're looking for a human girl. Wore a backpack. Has a Gumi. Catches every Pokemon in a 10-yard radius.
Well, I don't think I've seen her because I'm not in the Pokeball. But
fair enough. Have you seen anything that looks like it was human made though?
I mean, I did see this. And the Sandshrew holds up the booty shorts.
The booty shorts?
Yes.
No.
Sandshrew holds up the booty shorts and is like, I don't even know what this is for. Is it a hat?
No, these are shorts for humans to wear. They're very short. Doesn't provide much comfort in colder temperatures.
There's only one person that would buy clothes that scandalous at this time of the year.
Katri.
Well, I like it. It's my blanket now.
You can keep it.
Oh, she's gonna lose her booty shorts. She paid good money for those.
As long as you find her, it doesn't matter. Now,
This is her punishment for missing on so many sessions.
which way did she go? Where'd you find the shorts at? Or now the blankets?
Oh, it's over there. And he points further down the path, and you see Paxon and Wannabe are still following that path, picking up the Pokeballs. Like all of the empty Pokeballs, and some of them have a Pokemon.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Which
come on,
Pokemon?
Bort! We have some
Thanks.
rescue to do.
Bort nods and looks back to the Sandshrew. I hope you get some good rest. And then he just kind of hops off.
Alright, bye, freak. Then it curls up in a ball, and it has, like, its ball form is in one of the short's legs. Just one of them.
Okay.
He's so tiny.
It's no, he's not a baby. He's an old man, for God.
He's an old baby.
He's the boss baby. Okay.
The boss.
Shut the fuck up.
That was Alec Baldwin the whole time in those booty shorts.
Anyway.
So you follow further down this path, catching up to and then passing by Paxon and Wannabe, who are still just, ooh, piece of candy, but with Pokeballs.
Ooh, Pokeball!
And
Okay. Issa says to, Bort says, Issa, Colonel just seems to understand what I say half the time. Tell him you found the shorts.
Have you tried saying words instead of sending signals all the time?
My God. You're a genius.
alright, so are you trying to transmit the words to, or actually say the words to Wannabe?
Yes, he is.
Alright, so Wannabe, you hear, Colonel,
Colonel.
I found the shorts. Wait, these weird shorts. That Sandshrew over there is wearing them. Transmission over.
Wannabe just looks up and does. At first, when he hears what sounds like a military transition, he's just thinking, "Wait a minute, there's a uniform. Oh boy, that's you."
And you look down and you see Bort give a little half salute. Well, not a half salute, a full salute. It's standing on its hind legs. Just.
Get in there,
Absolute,
buddy. You
and then
can
it-
talk.
And then it turns around and says, we're gonna keep following down this path.
All of Wannabe's Pokemon are just military.
Apparently.
Hey,
Well,
hey, not.
We'll
Three
say
of them
that's we'll say that it's because of how he trains them. Like, we've kind of skipped over how the whole training stuff happens in PTU, because there is actually a training section which we'll start picking up on. Yes, that's right, listeners. I've actually started reading the book.
Hey.
So
Hey.
there's gonna be some changes to how I do things.
Mechanics.
Yeah. So, Bort and Issa, you follow the path down a little further as Wannabe turns around and starts heading to this Sandshrew to try and argue it out of the shorts, I guess.
Nah, he'd be just like, I can keep the shorts, no boy. Just basically, he's going to ask for information, but he's going to keep the blankets.
Alright. And Paxon's just very studiously picking up the Pokeballs and trying to find out what's inside of them. And we'll say that one of them is the Skrull.
Oh, the Squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, scrub! I didn't know she called one of these.
Oh, yeah, wasn't that like
was
the
one- That was
farm?
one of the gifts from Ginny. Like, you
Yeah.
got the Noibat, she got the Applin, and Wannabe was supposed to get the Skrull.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened. So he's thinking, Oh, I didn't know she got fish.
Yeah. So, Bort and Issa, as you're following further down the path, you notice there is a small gray creature running a good distance further ahead with what appears to be an oversized bag on its back.
Okay, at that board, he says to Issa, Issa, let me show you how to work it stealth-like. Board going dark. Board's going to try to sneak over to get a better look at the situation.
You're following after this gray creature that's running with an oversized bag that definitely appears to be Katri's bag. And things are just falling out of it one by one.
Can Board get close? Just try and make sure that he's not noticed to see what the Pokemon is.
You're gonna have to roll Board stealth.
Oh, that's just best stat, motherfuckers!
Who had the... Who was in possession of it? Like, who are we stealthing with?
It's going to be Board stealthing unless Issa is also trying to stealth.
Oh, I mean, like, where are we trying to avoid at the moment?
He's trying to sneak up on the thing.
15.
15. You manage to keep pace with it while also hiding behind a bunch of rocks. You do not manifest a cardboard box, so...
Damn it!
Issa, are you also rolling to stealth, or are you just gonna be following? Looking at Bort like, what the fuck are you doing?
What is the thing that we're trying to avoid?
It's a great creature that you haven't identified.
A big creature we haven't identified.
No, a gray creature.
Gray.
As in the color.
Okay.
So, are you trying to identify what this creature is?
Yeah, I'll try and identify it.
Are you going to try and do that quietly?
Yes.
Or are you just going to yell out, "Hey,
Hey,
what are you doing with that bag?" Because one of those will require a roll, the other one won't.
Actually, you know what? We're probably just gonna shout
Issa, was Issa, this is a stealth mission. What are you doing?
it. Since when was this a stealth mission? That was all your deal.
Everything's a stealth mission, Issa. You just gotta see when to be sneaky.
You can go on and do that with your business. We were doing things the Issa way over here. Issa is a guns a-blazing.
Welcome back.
Bort can do his stealthy stuff. I'm gonna shout out loud and try to identify it myself.
Alright, so you don't have to roll for this. Go on ahead and shout what you want to shout.
Shoot, it's not picking up on the mic.
Hey, what are you doing with that bag? That's our friends!
This creature stops, looks over its shoulder, and you notice a great big bushy beard.
Big bushy beard?
A nose pass!
No.
Damn it!
And nose passes are blue.
I'm colorblind, they look the same to me.
So you notice that this creature is bipedal. It's got a great big bushy ears, and it's got 2 ears poking up and a black coin in the center of its head.
Oh. A black coin. I was thinking it might have been a Diggersby, but I don't know now.
And it's holding on to the straps of this bag that's up against its back with paws with 3 fingers on them. And it lifts it lets go of one of the straps, lifts one of the paws, and claws come out of the paws. And you hear, "Oh well,
Hello.
oh well. You're gonna want to turn around and walk away. Unless you want some trouble." Now.
You think I'm scared of you? You got another thing coming.
And it drops the bag, turns all the way around, and you are face to face with a Galarian Meowth.
Oh.
Nose pass. It's got a great big bushy beard, okay? I couldn't have given any more hints.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Galarian Mouth.
So, this Galarian Meowth looks at the two of you, and then Wannabe and Paxon show up and notice that the bag is directly behind it. And instead of initiative, we're going to be going based off of everyone's speed.
Yeah.
That's right. We're doing things the right way.
Oh, I like that.
We'll do initiative for Wannabe and Paxon, though.
Okay.
Okay.
So the two can roll d20s. And we'll go off of everyone's speed for the rest.
Issa's speed is naturally a 13. And my
Bort's
roll...
is 13.
Bort's is a 15.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my.
So,
and my roll was a 7.
this Meowth is a hardy nature, and it's going to have 16 for its speed. So,
that is one fast fella.
Oh my god.
Who's going first?
Oh my god.
Meowth is.
Oh, so the Galarian Meowth. Let me pull up the stuff that it can do.
Galarian Meowth has a base 40 speed.
Bort is still being a sneaky son of a gun.
All right, so for Bort's first hit, it's going to be with advantage for the roll to hit, and you'll I'll house rule it. Since he's stealth, if you wind up getting an 18 or higher, it'll be a crit.
Nice.
I wonder how high level this Meowth is, because that's Pikachu has like over double the base speed of a Meowth, Galarian Meowth.
I just hit random on the thing, and it went to 13 attack and 16 speed, so...
I'll take it.
The rest of its stats are kind of garbo.
Oh my gosh.
Its base speed is a 4, so its actual speed is 11.
Ah.
Yeah. And its attack is higher. As is its defense. So, yeah. Alright, so, Bort, you get to go first then.
Bort's going to go in for a clever attack by using Nuzzle.
Nuzzle? Alright. So, you're going to go on ahead and roll to hit.
I'm going to roll 2d20, and I'll get the higher of the two.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, thank God I did, because I got a 12.
Alright, so Nuzzle paralyzes the target
It does.
automatically. So you're going to be rolling 1d6 plus 5.
That was plus 3.
Plus 2 for stab, I think.
Mostly because I don't want to do the increased damage based thing. It'll take a lot of time out of the actual combat flow, to be quite honest.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 5, then physical attack?
Yeah, so the stab is just an additional 2 to the damage.
Okay. So that'll be 18 damage.
That's including your your attack.
Yes.
18 damage and paralyzes. So the Meowth takes a good enough chunk out, and it's now paralyzed. So go on ahead and tell me how that happens.
The board's going to, as soon as it's threatening Paxon, I mean not Paxon, Issa, board's going to jump out from behind and stand right against it, charging its cheeks to paralyze it, then hops away saying, Hey there, you're outmatched. You should probably give up right now if you know what's good for you.
I'm not going to. This is my stuff now. I found it.
We're looking for a missing friend, you see. And that belonged to her. We can use that for clues.
Check where I found it.
Yeah, where'd you find it?
Over by that hole.
What else was in the
It's
bag?
Issa's turn now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, he didn't realize what he was getting in for, because now what we're about to do.
Oh, the Wombo Combo. Electric Duo.
Oh, believe me, this is gonna be funny. Issa's gonna charge in there, do a little, flip, and then clap him on the face with a fake out.
No. Fake out's actually priority, so we can say that you wound up doing that, and then,
Then I do the nuzzle.
yeah.
True.
So, go on ahead and roll to hit.
Here we go. No!
What's that
What'd
nat one?
It's a
What'd you
2!
roll? You rolled a 2? So, you move to fake out this Meowth, but
The Meowth notices what you're trying to do, and expertly dodges.
Ah.
Directly into Bort's little taser base thing. We'll say that's how it happens.
That's cool. Wannabe's going, yeah, that bag, this belong to you.
it just looks at Wannabe and just brandishes its claws, but it seizes up a little bit because it's paralyzed.
Mm.
And then Paxon, if there's anything you wanted to do.
Honestly, Paxton's probably just gonna be saying the same thing. Hey, that
I-
doesn't belong to you.
During your own turns, you can also attack them. Like, if Paxton has a struggle or has no moves, you can always use struggle, and struggle does not hurt the user, and it's
Paxton would not be the one to physically assault the Pokemon. That's Wannabe's territory.
Wannabe's
so-
giving Bort some training. This
Alright.
seems like good.
So
He wants Bort to get stronger.
are you just passing your turn then, Paxton?
Yeah, my turns are all gonna be spent just yelling at the cat.
Okay. So I need to roll a d6. Or wait, no, I think it's a d20 for the paralysis saving throw, with a 5 as the DC. If that picture I took a picture of is the right thing. Paralysis. Yeah, DC 5 to activate turn. I rolled a 12. So, the Meowth is going to turn towards the Pokemon that actually did damage to it. And what it's going to do, it's going to use Metal Claw.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh no, he's an ice type. Shit.
And electric, so it's neutral.
Oh yeah. Haha, get wrecked.
So, 6. So what is Froaky's highest evasion?
I'm not entirely sure about that. I don't know how to do evasion stuff.
What's the... Is it defense, special defense, or speed its highest stat?
Speed, by far.
Alright, so... And its speed was 16?
15.
15, so... That's plus 3 speed evasion. So the Metal Claw... Meowth rushes towards the, towards Bort, brandishing its claw. Well, one of its claws. It's dragging the bag behind it, as it's doing this. And it, like, slashes at Bort, but Bort very expertly jumps at the right time out of the way.
I'm so proud.
Yeah, DC of 3 for Metal Claw, and with Bort's speed evasion of 3, I can either say that meets beats, or you have to roll higher than it, and I'm going with you have to roll higher.
Okay.
So, goes back up to Bort. Bort, you are now slightly up in the air after you've expertly dodged this Metal Claw. What do you do?
He's going to go for a Powder Snow.
Powder Snow. I think Steel is resistant to ice.
But that's the only attacking move he has now.
Yeah, Nuzzle's what, every other turn?
It's every scene, every combat scene.
Oh, you can only use it once a scene?
Yep.
Oh.
Makes sense of sense of paralyzing a Pokemon.
So go on ahead and roll to hit with your Powder Snow.
I got a 6.
You got a 6. It's got a DC of 2, so it should hit. Go on ahead and roll your damage.
Got it, Chief. 1d8 plus 8 plus 10. 22 damage.
22 damage. Let me see. Alright, so the Meowth's defense, or special defense, so the Meowth takes 7 damage from that.
It works.
And yeah, I don't think you rolled high enough to do any additional thing to it, right?
Nope, it has to be an 18.
Alright, so it goes down to Issa. Issa, what are you doing?
Alright, Issa time. How can we get a hit? We're gonna go for the Electro Ball.
Alright, go on ahead and roll to hit. Hopefully it's higher than your DC.
Shazam, 15.
15, alright. Roll your damage. And remember, you're adding speed and special attack to it.
2d8 plus 6. Is it plus 8? Okay, so there's 19 plus 13. 32. Then special attack. 37. 47. 47 total.
47 damage. So this Meowth is going to take 29 damage from that, and it is looking quite rough. And with that, it is now Wannabe's turn. If you wanted to do anything in particular, you can.
Wannabe is going to do something.
What you gonna do?
I forget Wannabe can do that. Can do this sometimes, but today's not that day.
What you gonna do?
Shared senses.
Shared senses? Is that the the thing you have to roll intuition for?
Yes.
Alright, go on ahead and roll that.
Oh wait, no, wait, wrong thing. It's called it's
the
called Chan. So I just gotta roll a
I think you have to roll 15 or higher.
Yep. Here's what it does. Wannabe has a 9, unfortunately.
Alright, so with channeling, you channel the target Pokemon. If you attempt to channel a hostile Pokemon, you must make an intuition check with a DC of 15 to channel the target.
And I failed.
Yeah, you rolled a 9.
By the way, when do we level up as our characters themselves?
You should be level 4
Oh.
as of this point.
Oh, heck, I should probably fix that.
Either level 3 or level 4. I don't remember. I think I mentioned that at the end of the second arc, or somewhere around there. But I think I only mentioned it once, so it's like I totally get it if you didn't catch that.
Alright, well, thank you.
Yeah. So you try and call out to the Meowth, and it once again just kind of like glares at you, and we'll find out what it does when it's its turn. Paxon, what are you gonna do?
Probably just the same as last time, not much.
Alright. So, the Meowth is going to roll to see if it can do anything. I rolled a 5, so it's paralyzed. So it reaches into the bag, but as it's reaching into the bag, it just freezes up and starts like seizing a little bit. And then it goes back aboard.
Powder Snow Boy, give him hell.
Alright, go for it.
Nah. Oh wait, I rolled a 20, not 1d20. Never mind.
you just typed in roll 20.
11.
Yeah, that'll still hit. So go on ahead and roll your damage.
23.
Tell me how you take this Pokemon out.
Right before when seizing up from the paralyzed, Fort's going to run in and basically powder full of snow, making it kind of frozen.
How does Fort do its powder snow? Does it just reach into its little slush scarf and just throw it? Kind of like Shuriken?
He uses his tongue to gather up around its little plush thing, and then he spits it out.
Okay. So it just slurps up its slushy scarf and spits it. So kind of like Water Gun, but not really. It learned from Jovi. It learned powder snow by watching Jovi use Water Gun.
Yes.
Okay, so that is canon now. And the Galarian Meowth just falls over, and it's got little spiral eyes. And as it falls backwards, it just starts to tumble down a hill, and it is no longer seen.
Do we have the bag?
Congratulations. Congratulations, you have recovered Katri's bag. And if you look in the bag, you'll see that the remainder of whatever inventory she had is still in there. However, the Gumi's Pokeball is not there. And Rowlet is not there. And obviously Katri is not.
Ah, jeez.
And we'll call it there. So, to the listeners, I want to say thanks for joining us in our impromptu Pokeplay-ish session. I hope you all enjoyed it. I didn't really expect for it to be a poke play session, but you know what? Sometimes it works out that way.
Yep.
So thank you to Mars and Argo for joining me in this. And to all of you listening, I'm trying not to say catch you later because I realized another podcast has been using that as their call-off sign. So
Wait, what?
I'll find it. I've been using catch you later as our little call-out sign, but I've realized that another podcast has been using that. So I'm trying to come up with something else.
Well, how long have they been around, though?
2017.
Damn it, never mind. I'll shut up.
What if our call-out sign is call-out sign?
Nah.
Turns
So,
out. I'm sorry.
So I guess that's it from all of us. Roger Wilco, over and out.
Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Yep. Later.
Bye.
But we're gonna have a little post-credit scene with Katri waking up in that crystalline cave. Staring at what appears to be a ghastly, but made completely of mist.
Okay.
And that's it.
What's up, buds? It's Scott again. Coming in at the end to say thank you for listening. Really appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Just so you know. Couple other things. I'm gonna give thanks to Glitch X City for the Gates to Infinity remix of the Ragged Mountain track. Also want to give thanks to Bert Cole of Bit by Bit Sound for the battle music, the battle intro, the track I've Got Your Back, the victory music, and the aftermath music were all composed by him. Links to his Twitter and website will be in the show notes, along with links to the track used in Glitch X City's remix. And also in the show notes are going to be links to our Twitter and our Discord server. If you enjoy the show and you want to tell us, honestly, the best place would be on our Discord server, because really I'm the only one that uses the Twitter account, so wouldn't really be able to get in contact with the other cast that way. But yeah, for real, if you do enjoy this show, please let us know on Discord, Twitter, on whichever podcasting app you use, if it has a review section. or a comment section, feel free to leave a review or a comment or anything like that. I try and read every single one of them, and I always appreciate them. And as a last note, we're not affiliated with Game Freak or the Pokemon Company International in any way. We're just a bunch of nerds that enjoyed their product, found a tabletop system based off of it, decided to play it publicly for all of you. And here's a trailer for another podcast. Another group of friends that just enjoy playing games for an audience. All that said, thanks again so much for listening. I'll see you later.
This is an ad for a Pokemon Actual Play podcast. But this isn't your dad's Pokemon world. This is a serious Pokemon world. We're dark. We're edgy. There's death and crime and darkness across the world.
Tanner, I keep getting attacked by bird Pokemon!
Tanner, my Tyro keeps getting out of his baby harness.
I'm stuck in the ghost zone again.
Okay, fine. Listen, we might be a bit darker and have more swear words than a normal Pokemon Actual Play, but it's still a pretty fun romp through the Pokemon world with some great friends who love each other and Pokemon. So if you want to check it out, then come on down to Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium, part of the Pokecasters Network.
And you can find any episode of Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium on your podcatcher of choice.
Like what you hear? Remember to leave us a rating and review. And follow us on Twitter at PKMN_Millennium.
See you in Sinnoh.
Come here, boy. Titan, why are you shaking? Come here. Come here. It's okay, buddy. Okay.
Puppo hours.
He's still shaking from when that thing crashed in my back.
Oh.
Okay, boy. Come here. No, it's alright. It's alright.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
It's okay. I am comforting dog.
Doggo.
Once. What am I going to title this episode? Is it going to be Pokemix TP?
TP. The toilet paper session.
The session's going to be shit.
Oh, no.
No. It'll probably be PT.
Yeah.
Pokemix PT. Or P/D. Alright, so, maybe I should not be leaning up against the back of my chair. Maybe I should be a little closer to the microphone. How does this sound?
Please never do that again.
That is similar quality. Oh, hold on.
Like this.
Oh, please stop.
What's wrong?
You know,